was coming to Zylofon Media. At that time, management did not see the need to officially talk about that because proceedings were not done, deals were not sealed. Now this is the right time. Everything is done and we can now officially and with all authority come out to say that from today, the business of Shatta Wale is the business of Zylofon Media. From today, the business of Zylofon Media is also the business of Shatta Wale. The big question is, what is in it? I know that is what everybody is asking. What is in the marriage or the relationship between Shatta Wale, Charles Niyama Mensah, and Zylofon Media? So we're going to officially work with Shatta Wale for the next 3 years. For the next 3 years, we are going to work with Shatta Wale. It is going to be a 360 kind of working relationship where Zylofon Media will henceforth be managing Shatta Wale. Zylofon Media will be taking care of his recordings. Zylofon Media will be taking care of his distribution, marketing as well. Everything that has to do with artist management, everything that has to do with his brand as Shatta Wale, Zylofon Media is taking care of that henceforth from today. Again, one thing we want you, the media, to also know is this. As this relationship has started, I know there are so many questions as to what is in it and what is not in it. I can honorably tell you that two parties have agreed that whatever that was signed behind closed doors remains there. And again, whatever rumors you've heard, we are saying that the rumors you've heard did not come from us. Zylofon Media agrees to the terms that Shatta Wale brought on board, same way Shatta Wale agrees to the terms that Zylofon Media brought on board. So without much ado, I can tell you with on authority that henceforth from today, Zylofon Media and Shatta Wale are one, and we are working together. Thank you so much, and it's as simple as such. And maybe on this note, I will hand over once again the microphone to Shatta Wale to listen to his acceptance speech of the deal, as in confirming that really and truly everything we've said here this afternoon, that Zylofon Media has now inked a deal with him. He has really accepted it, and we will take another final message from our boss, what we intend to do with Shatta Wale moving forward. I know somebody will argue that Shatta Wale has done everything in his musical life, so what then again is there for him to push? There are so many things there for him to push. Yes, Ghana, Shatta Wale has conquered Ghana, no two ways about that. But we believe that when you go to the international space, there are so many things you and I have to do as a nation, not only Shatta Wale. In our music business, there are so many things we have to do internationally. And this is where we believe that when Zylofon Media supports this young man with the resources and with his talent, we can now conquer the world, because Ghana, we are done with it. So guys, let's welcome Shatta Wale to listen to his acceptance speech of this deal.
Well, thank you very much once again. This is as I talk very much. Both you are talking too much. I like control, but you don't control me so much. Yeah, Sammy, with all respect, I just want to say I'm so glad of being here. Like, I really want to be here. Like, now, I really want to record now. You know, I want to work. You know, and this is one thing I just want to tell everybody, that people have painted a picture about Shatta Wale that he can't work with anybody. He can't really go under any record label. I have accepted everything that I saw in the contracts from Zylofon, and I'm really going to abide by it, because I feel I have so much love that people feel I have a talent that, you know, maybe I need to tame myself, I need to calm down, I need to do stuff. And this is the reason why I want to join this whole family. And let me tell you a story. People will be wondering, I know Becca is my friend, she's like my ex. Sure, don't worry, it's okay. Class 2. You know, I live around East Lagos. And I'm saying this because I want people to know that there are certain people in this world who have like who have gotten like good hearts to help people. I went to buy ice cream. I was actually buying one for Michelle, but you know, I wasn't hearing from her, so I just bought my ice cream. And that day I was feeling nausea. I wasn't feeling myself. I was driving and, I was feeling dizzy and I was alone. I left my boys in the studio and something just said, oh, park in this corner and try and vomit. So I just parked and I was vomiting. It was so bad. Like, I was, where am I? Why is my word? Oh my God. So I was there, like I was down and I was just throwing up like, in a corner. I just parked my car, because of the way my fans do right now, they've been catching me, so I don't want to put my number plate on the car. So I was just parked. So, before I realized there was this flashlight, and I was like, who is this? Because I don't want anybody. Because I was on my kept, so I was like, and the person was like, young man, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm okay. But he saw that I was like feeling somewhere. This man just came down, held me. I was like, do you want to go to the hospital? Are you okay? When I raised my face, he was like, oh, Shatta. I was like, oh, boss. So, no, come, let me take you to the drugstore so you buy something. So, boss, we said, no, let me just take you. There was no other man than this man. I never knew he was Zylofon. I never knew where he came from. I only saw him getting out from my car. And he brought me my drugs, took me home. He told me he was the owner of Zylofon, and I was like, yeah, all right, then I'll call him tomorrow. And we started calling ourselves, only for me to wake up one day, for him to tell me that, Shatta, I get talent too much, come join the family. I love you, boss. God bless you all.
Okay, so that was the story of Shatta Wale, how he met our channel, Nana Appiah. Alright, so the vision is being held by one brain, one gentleman, and we are helping him to realize that vision and those dreams. So we just some few words. He will tell us where he intends to push Shatta Wale in the next 3 years that we have agreed to work together. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome once again Nana Appiah.
So, thanks so much for the opportunity. As I said earlier, I'm very much privileged, to be in your midst, especially being called upon to address, your good selves. Well, I hardly did anticipate that he was going to come share this story with the world. But once he's done, then he leaves me with no option than to say a very big thank you. Thank you to him. It is not everybody that feels the need, to appreciate. I was trying to get a more diplomatic word, but once spelled it out, it is not everybody that sees the need to appreciate. A gesture or an act of generosity. So I would also want to say a very big thank you to him, for heeding onto my call, when I met him. Now, this is what I have to say on the subject of the day. Now, there's been a lot of questions, like, a million questions that people want to know. Where is the Zylofon train leading us to? It looks like time and again, day in and out, to borrow one of our media people's ways. We always, virtually every Friday, wowing the public, but they don't exactly see the division. It's kind of like very vague, all right? But I to all those who share in that assertion, I have notes for you, and the notes is like pretty simple. It's all an act in progress. It's all a vision in progress. Very soon, the fog, kind of like be very clear. There will be sunshine, and the picture will be visibly clear for everybody to see what kind of image we're trying to paint. Whether it is Shatta's image or Stoneboy's image, the picture will be very visible soon. Now, to his signing, what went in and out? What got us to settle on wanting to sign one of the biggest and the greatest art of our time. I cannot go into the intricacies of it, because some of the reasons are kind of like very personal and confidential. But the few that I can share with the public is that, his credibility when it comes to his professional endeavor is not in question. All right. Here is, one great act that we have seen in our lifetime, and we think that deploying the principle of synergy, if one person is undertaking, an endeavor, limited extent, one decide to merge forces, our weaknesses and our strength, now this whole act, it's not that fine, it's a profit, but for us, that now if you watch the world over, nations have stopped fighting war. Nations have stopped deploying horses and fighting wars of conquest and a bid to conquer territories. The days of Alexander the Great and all those people is far gone. Now what is happening unconsciously that a lot of us aren't privy to is the war, of cultural imposition. War of cultural imposition. What is this? The only reason why Africa got colonized was because, the West and our colonial people made us believe that our culture is inferior to this. And then they were able to unconsciously embed their cultural values and operate into our subconscious being. And so today now, there is a huge campaign for made in Ghana stuff, trying to reverse the trend. But it is kind of late. But it is a trend that we can change. And how do we change this trend? We can only change this trend through art and culture, which directly translates into trade and commerce. It's translating to what's it called? One nation, making its cultural values transcend its borders. Now, we live in Ghana where people feel that today, the whole idea and then the whole notion that everybody had about Nigeria has completely changed. And they've been able to achieve that through music. Apart from it being very, profitable and it being a multi-million industry, the country stands to gain more than whoever is doing it. So therefore I would call on all and sundry today that this move is very historic, this move is very strategic. It is not a move for me, it is not a move for Sam, it is not a move for Budok, it is not a move for Zylofon, it is a move for Ghana. It's a Ghana agenda. A lot of people would be wondering why we have Stoneboy, and I've had so many tweets to that effect. Why we have Stoneboy and they yet want to sign Shatta Wale. The competition should not be in and among ourselves. The competition is Ghana, against the world. We're trying to sell, we are going to sell, just as my brother said, he's going to transcend borders now. We're going to take him global, because he's phenomenal. He's got immense talent, just like all these other artists have. And we are going to take them global and then get them to portray, our cultural values. So tomorrow, maybe 5 years, we're looking at 5 or maybe 1 year or 3 years down the line, you should get somebody in Afghanistan, wanting to not wanting to deploy and utilize any kind of textile into getting clothing, but then they would want to use things like GTP and ATL and then a Ghana Kente and what have you. That way it will directly translate into great economic fortune and gains for our country. I don't even want to talk about tourism, So the creative arts industry is one, great, huge industry that if we pay attention to, could bring a lot of economic fortunes, and then we will not only, be lingering and then be having hope that tomorrow is going to happen, but we'll actually live the hope, and that hope will translate into national prosperity. Okay. Now we cannot choose anybody to embark on that undertaking for us than my brother, the dancehall king, his good self, and all the other artists that we have signed onto the label. So therefore, this is the bit that I have to say. If you have any other question, it would be a good call for us to come back and to address it accordingly. But as it stands now, this is the bit that I have to say. Maybe on a given opportunity we'll meet and then we can have more a creative art forum where we can do a lot of interaction, just so we can carry this dream, the Ghana dream, to its desired and expected end. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Well articulated, straight on point. And at this juncture, somebody said we were not going to ask questions. I don't know if we are still maintaining that. No question. Please. I know one thing, that as media people, we don't go anywhere saying we don't have anything to find out. Everywhere we go as media people, at least there is that information that we don't find. But then, if it is your choice that you don't want to ask anybody, we don't have anybody, because we don't want it to be complicated like Zylofon media to now permit the media people to ask questions. If you are saying you're not going to ask questions, then we can say, on this note, thank you so much for coming. Zylofon media, Shatta Wale, led by our able boss and our business has started. Everything Shatta Wale, Zylofon media is involved in. Everything Zylofon media, Shatta Wale is also involved. Thank you to our artists for coming. Thank you to the media for coming.